So even after I offered Mr. Bandoni a fair cash settlement, he refused to close his restaurant.
I'm not sure why you expected anything different. His restaurant's been at that location for 15 straight years.
Doesn't give him the right to stay until the end of time.
No, but the current owner is guaranteed of a long-term lease, allowing him to stay there for 9 more years.
Look, I can't buy the building and move forward with my plan until Mr. Bandoni and his restaurant are removed. And I retain this firm to help with these issues.
I've studied that agreement more times than I care to count, and unfortunately, Mr. Bandoni can legally stay, and there is no rule of law that can allow you to challenge that.
What if a situation arose where he could no longer afford his rent?
His restaurant's packed 6 nights a week. He has plenty of cash flow. I don't see that happening.
But what if we brought a legal action against him?
For what?
Look, I don't care. Use your Ivy League law school education that I'm paying for and sue him for something incredibly expensive to defend. We'll drive up his legal fees to the point he goes broke. He's forced to shut his doors. Can you serve him with papers by 6 p.m.?
It is 3 days before Christmas, Jack. Look. In the spirit of full disclosure, I have to tell you that I know and like Arturo Bandoni. We eat at his restaurant once a week.
So you're refusing to move forward based on a personal relationship?
No, I'm telling you that I will not take your lawsuit because what you're asking me to do is immoral and you will not win.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Look, why don't you take a few days, check out some other available buildings around town, and we'll come back to this situation after the holidays and we'll discuss it again. I couldn't in good conscience.
That showed a lot of guts, Steve. Jack Knox is this firm's biggest client. But at Bedouin, Ross, McAllister, and Associates, we pay for the salaries and the lights and the office parties by suing individuals.
Well, sure, but you're not saying that we should threaten a restaurant owner who also happens to be a good man with frivolous litigation just to run him out of business.
No.
That's relief.
I'm saying I'm letting you go.
Whoa. You're firing me 3 days before Christmas?
No, I'm providing you with an opportunity to expand your horizons before we enter the new year.
Yeah, just wait a minute, because my wife and I, we have this plan. You see, we marry, we relocate. I take this job. Cynthia starts an event planning business. We buy a small house. Our businesses grow.
That comes to...
Well, can you wait? Because there's more. See, 5 years after that, Cynthia gets pregnant. And 2 years later, Cynthia has another baby. And that all leads up to the 10-year mark where I become full partner at this firm. Am I making myself clear?
I understand how a sudden parting of the ways can come as such a complete shock. I've been in the law business for 30 years, 2 ex-wives. And I'm going to leave you with this valuable piece of wisdom, Stephen.
And what's that?
Plans change.
So, Steve, before I say anything, I just need you to breathe.
Now, the important thing is we don't panic.
I am not panicking.
It was the right thing to do.
We can make this work.
We can make this work.
It's just one new little
The
addition.
good news is we still have health insurance. The bad news is I lost my job because I just got fired.
You and I are going to have a baby.
Yeah, I think this is going to go over very, very well.